Dr. Umar Johnson claims who you marry is a political statement. Listen to him as he breaks it down. Check it out.
When the majority of women are the ones ending marriages and walking away, what happens to the black man? Like, where does he draw a line? Should he draw a line and say, okay, well, I'm gonna go and get me a woman from another community because all of my women seem to be more interested in twerking or this, or if I ain't got the money, I'm not driving, I don't have the fame, or I'm not that prestigious individual that they're searching for. So therefore they're looking elsewhere. Should I also look elsewhere? And if he does, do we hold that against him?
I definitely will hold him against him. Because who you marry is a political statement. You're telling the world, the culture that you love, because you not only marry that woman, you marry into her family, you marry into her community, you marry into her culture. And so for a black man to say, I can't find the type of woman I'm looking for, that's an excuse, right? We're the largest race family on the planet Earth. We're at least 2 billion, probably closer to 3 when you include all the Africans who are trying to be something other than African. That means the black woman is the largest human population on the face of the earth. There's black women everywhere. No group has more members than the sisterhood. So if you can't find what you're looking for in North America, go to South America. If you can't find it there, go to the Caribbean, go to Canada. Canada ain't nothing but a 2-3 hour flight. You can't find it there, you can take a 4-hour flight to the UK, where I was a few weeks ago. You can go to Asia, you can go to the continent, you can go to Australia, the South Pacific. There's black women everywhere. So if you don't like the type that you find in your community, go to another African community and find her. But there's too many black women in the world for a black man to just abdicate from the entire community, from the race itself, and go get a white woman, go get an Arab, go get an East Indian, a Chinese woman. It's not acceptable, because women tend not to marry down in social status. Women tend to marry up in social structure, especially non-African women. Men don't live as long as women. On average, women will live longer. So when you die, i.e. Kobe Bryant, okay, a billionaire, you left all that money to a Latino woman who's not even thinking about making a donation to improve the community in Black Philadelphia. So for me, interracial dating is a form of financial betrayal and economic, what's the word I'm looking for? Financial betrayal and economic treachery against your own people, because you're taking from us who don't have as much as we need, and you're giving to people who have already stolen enough. You're marrying a Korean woman. Don't the Koreans get enough of our money with the $30 billion hair care establishment?
Yeah,
you're marrying a white woman. Haven't white people already robbed us enough? You know, you can't separate politics from romance.
Well, you don't think the Latino community is a part of our community?
It depends if they identify. For me, you have to be biologically African and psychologically African. So if I look at our Dominicans, our Puerto Ricans, our Cubans, the question would be, do you identify as a member of the African race? And if they do, I regard them no different as I regard any one of you. But if they don't, then I would treat them as if they were not an African, because you have to identify. You have to be proud of. You must be unapologetic in your membership in the African race for me to consider you an African. And that goes for even us here. You have black people in America who will tell you they're not black, they're not African. So if that is the case, you don't identify with your race, even though you are obviously an African, I will not treat you as one. That goes for Clarence Thomas, Kamala Harris, Condoleezza Rice, Candace Owens, any Negro who is working against the best interests of the community or does not identify with that community. I will treat them like a complete stranger.